Hello there, YouTube everyone. Today's a really interesting day in that I woke up, it's a Sunday, woke up at around 6:30, traveled about halfway into West Virginia to pick up this. This is an older 80-gallon, 3 horsepower, 2-stage air compressor. And it's going to be replacing my old M-Glow that I've been using for probably the past year or two. Wanted something with a bit more horsepower that I could throw a 3/4 inch impact on if I needed to use it. But this thing's pretty filthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cleaning it up today. You get to watch me do that. And eventually I'm going to get around to hooking it up over here somewhere. Maybe modifying this shelf a bit because it sticks out a bit. So that's what we're going to do today. Stick around. I'm going to start off by using a bit of the old starting fluid here. I've got some acetone and some red rags that I'm going to be just probably having to break into here in a little bit. But normally I use like parts cleaner or just straight brake cleaner on this stuff. But, you know. The awesome thing about these older machines are something I really love is the metal plates that they used to stamp the info into. Now it comes on the most of the time it comes on stickers or it's written onto the actual paint, and it just doesn't have the classy feel or the feel like it actually took somebody some time to stamp this out. Whether that'd be the case or not, I'm not sure. But I mean, it looks cool to me. It feels classy, like someone actually spent time working on this thing. I'm gonna wire it up 220. You can see it can either run 110 or 220. Let's see. This I think is I think the guy said it was a 3 horsepower. Yeah, right here. Right there. I guess the H is a little scuffed off there. But yeah, it's a 3 horsepower, very low RPM, 1725. That's a little shocking, actually. I may have to start this thing a day in advance if I wanted to actually get some air moving. But it just the overall look and feel, like there's the metal tag on the motor itself. There's a metal tag on the pump here with what I believe is a serial number. I mean, the number, the NO is actually cast into the pump, which is just so freaking cool. It's just little things like that you may not see any longer, that kind of win me over whenever I pull something this old into the shop. The old pressure gauge. We're gonna see if that thing still works. I'm not sure. And then you have the actual tank. The tank has its own stamp plate. I just think this whole thing is just really ridiculously cool. And I really hope, well, there's a sight glass right there for oil. I wonder how much oil's in there, if any. Well, I can't tell. Maybe that sight glass is, I don't know if that's worked before. Maybe I should just check that before we fire this thing up. I know it was running whenever I bought it. We tested it out, worked great. And oh yeah, there's the extra length of hose. I think there's two there actually. Yeah, one there and one underneath the tripod. Yeah, it's so I'm really excited to get this thing moving. We're gonna, like I said earlier, we're gonna take this out. We're gonna modify that shelf. I'm gonna take the 220 plug off of there because I don't think I'm gonna have use for this anymore. I might just end up selling this or seeing if anybody really needs one. Kind of breaks my heart though. This thing, man, these M-Glow and Jennies, I was very partial to. Whenever I was first looking for a compressor for the shop, I was scouring Craigslist to find anything that was either M-Glow or Jenny or something that was native to PA. I wanted something very homely here, something that could represent Pennsylvania. I mean, that's where I'm from. I mean, that's where I live. So, and you know, I grew up with a compressor at my grandmother's house that was very similar to this, only I think it was probably double this size. It was definitely a 2-stage, and man, I just loved that thing. It was bright blue. It had the cool logo on it. It was built in Johnstown, which is not far from here. You know, that's a bit of heritage to your garage. And I'm going to have a hard time parting with this, honestly. You know, any compressor you pick up anymore, you know, it's so hard to find something that's, you know, either you know, made in the States or at least assembled here. I don't know much about the Quincy's or the DeWalt's anymore. I mean, they may be made in the States, but do they still have this tag? I'm not sure. I mean, if they do, you know, let me know, because I mean, you know, I could, yeah, the guy gets off on tags. I don't, but it's just really something nostalgic and cool to look back on and see. So we're going to take care of this, and then we're going to get going here.
actually not bad build-up time either.
That sucked.
It's not bad.
That sucked.